Hi Gemini, welcome to my channel Live, Life, and Tarot. We're going to take a look at what's going on for you in your weekend ahead. This reading is for all Gemini Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. Taking a look at January 26 and January 27, 2019. I've shuffled the deck. I'm going to shuffle a little more for you, Gemini. And I'm going to pull 3 cards for what's coming towards you over this weekend that you need to know about, and 1 card for the overall energy that's surrounding you, that's your focus. Okay, so let's dive right in, Gemini. Gemini, I would like for you to notice that I feel I've upped it in scenery. Tell me what you think. Okay, sign of Gemini. Please show me what's coming in. Okay, this feels good. This feels good. This feels good, Gemini. Alright, here we go. Here we go. Here we go, yo. So what? So what's the scenario? Okay. Gemini, Gemini. Oops, be careful. You know, I've been shaking up this camera. I apologize, y'all. Is something shaking up for you, Gemini? Something shaking up for you, Gemini. What's going on? I feel like there's some changes. There's some abrupt changes that are happening that you're involved in, that you're taking part in. What are you doing, Gemini? What are you up to? I feel like you're at your planning. You're planning. You're making plans. You're carrying out plans. But listen, don't overdo it, that you start dropping the ball. Okay, keep it together, Gemini. You know, don't have too much shaking up for you. You know, keep a healthy pace. So, Gemini, the overall energy surrounding you is you have the what am I saying? You making stuff happen? I almost said magician. What you doing in your tool bag, Gemini? What are you cooking up? What are you manifesting? What are you creating? Some of you Gemini out there making something happen, manifesting something. You're real busy at it. Okay, it's shaking up your world. I don't feel in a bad way. I just feel like you got a lot more going on than you normally would be doing. Just pace yourself. But your overall energy, Gemini, is you have this Ace of Swords. It's so pretty. It's so pretty. Love the contrast of the blue and white. Listen to me talking like I'm an artist. I guess I am in my own right. But with the Ace of Swords as your overall energy and focus, Gemini, some of you are communicating, getting clarity. Yeah, this feels like communication and clarity. It really does. It's like, I feel like you clearing stuff up. You're the one with the sword, and it's like you're not you doing something with that sword. You cutting away, you thinking through things, you cutting away at shit. Okay, I feel like you planning with that Ace of Swords, and you creating shit. It's like you doing this huge creation, because see, this sword is like out there with all that what is that, snow, mountains of snow, and this blue sky, and there's like this mist, and here's just this sword. It's just stuck there in that snow. Okay, whatever's been cold and rigid and not moving or not happening, I feel like with that sword you plunge into the situation and you're creating, Gemini. You are creating. You are using both sides. You see that shadow and light, like the Gemini twins, you know, the good and then the opposite of good. Okay, the good and the bad. I feel like you are, I just want to say you're the equalizer this weekend, Gemini. I feel like you're the equalizer. Like you're cutting through. It's like you are, I feel like you like drill sergeant. Like you got these plan, these ideas, these thoughts, and you're executing them, and you need them executed, and you are, you know, that sword is dark, because guess what? If you gotta go there, you're going there, Gemini. Okay, if you gotta if you gotta bring that shadow side out, you're going to do that. You're doing that. And you know, if everything could be just nice and clean with the snow, okay, and just clear cut, you'd prefer that. But if you got to with this sword, you can use this sword either way, but you will have order. It's that's what it feels like. You will have order. Order, I say. So you are being witty, you being crafty. You working on something, Gemini. A lot of you are working on something. What are you doing? It feels like, are you like planning an event? Is there a special occasion? Are you throwing a party? Are you managing something? And you just boom, boom, boom. It's a regiment of ideas, and things that have to happen and be done. And okay, this is done, and get that out of the way, and cut this and add that, and it's communication happening here, and you are carving out and creating something, but it's like you're using that element of air, which is you, Gemini. And you are getting funky with it. You making something happen. You got your mind on something. You are focused, Gemini. What are you focused on? It feels like you up to something nice. It's like you're trying to make something nice here. You're trying to do something nice. You're working on creating something nice. You're building something. You are on task. You're on task. Okay, and you know, you have clarity, but things are becoming more and more clearer for you as you go. Okay, but that's your goal. You want things to be more clear and clear and clear and clear cut as you go. You with this Ace of Swords, that is your focus. So, ooh, Gemini, I can feel that. It's just you are busy, Gemini. You are busy. Okay. And whoever is not in line with what you're trying to do, you are giving them the lip service, the business. You are checking them, and they are being checked. Okay. Some of you, Gemini, are still working out some things around communication. To get more clarity, to see the truth for what it is in the situation, because it wasn't quite, you know, in focus, and you're trying to have that happen over this weekend. Yeah. I feel like you know, Gemini, some of you really like in the zone mentally, like You're detached from your emotions. You are the taskmaster. This is good for somebody, and for others, not so much. Right, Gemini? Okay, so Gemini, the energy coming towards you is you have the King of Earth. I feel this is you, Gemini. You are being the master planner. You're the one that's creating. You got all these coins. You got a lot to work with. You know how to. You knew where to get these coins from to build. Okay, you're very resourceful right now, Gemini. Um, I feel like whatever you're doing, nobody really sees all it takes for you to do it. You see how he's in it like in a shadowy place, but he got all these shiny coins and everything around him's looking plush. I feel like that's what's going on with you. Is that you got the Midas touch, Gemini. You know how to create what you want and make it look good, and you make it look like it's flawless, like it's just like breathing and walking, like modeling, sachet. It's just simple. Okay, but I feel like while to others you seem like you just excellent, got it all together and managing, and yeah, I feel that's what's happening here. I just don't think people know how much you're doing. They can't see that. They just see it happening. Okay? So listen, that's great, but just be careful, okay? Pace yourself, Gemini. Um, I also feel like, Gemini, only you can manage it because that's how you want it. And you want to do it yourself. You don't really. I feel like you don't want help with the project, but you might want some money to come in. Like, you're willing to take money towards, what you're working on, what you're doing. That's fine. Like, you love money. Look at that. Like, okay, how can I help? Money. Can I do anything? Sure. Give me some money so I can keep doing what I'm doing. Oh, I was wondering, what if I do this? How about, what if you just give me the money and I do it? That's what I feel like you're doing, Gemini. Because Gemini, when you in your mode, you get stubborn, right? You get stubborn, and you are unbending because you only trust you with your plans, and it's like involving others just kind of just you know shakes it all up, like I did with that camera when we first started, right? So Gemini, the other energy that's coming towards you is judgment. Okay, yeah, you making some decisions here. Now, yeah, Gemini, you could be dealing with somebody else who's in this King of Earth energy, this King of Pentacles energy, and you might be having this communication, this dialogue. Actually, yeah, as I'm saying this, you are, but who you're dealing with, because this is your energy, but this is also the energy of who you interact with. I feel like you are having like business conversations, or business transactions of some sort. Like maybe you're dealing with some stores, or maybe you're dealing with some sort of wholesale. There's something about you are communicating, and who you're communicating with in these businesses, or as it has to do with business, is on a managerial level. I feel like it's on a managerial level because somebody might have been screwing up that, you know, that was like a subordinate, or that's like a subordinate. Somebody, like for example, you might have went into this. Let's say you go into a supermarket. Let's say supermarket, and you go to the cold cut section and you're ordering your meats and you've said how you want it, and you get the response from who's serving you, yes, I got it and I'm taking care of it, and then you like, I'm okay, I'm gonna walk away for a few minutes, I gotta pick up a few other things, when can I come back and get this? Oh, you can come back in 20 minutes and get it. And you're like, okay, cool. And so you go shop, and then the 20 minutes, there you are, on time, prompt, and like your server isn't ready with your cold cuts, but you said it'll be ready in 20 minutes, that kind of thing. Or they aren't ready, they're ready with your cold cuts, but they did not set up your cold cuts the way that you expressly stated that you wanted it to be like. And so now you're like, okay, I gotta go above you, I'm going above you, I'm over you, and yeah, I need to talk to somebody. Who's your manager? Who's your manager, damn it? I got shit to do. So yeah, you are rising to the call. You are, you making judgment calls on others, and you're taking it up to other levels with judgment here. Okay, you feel like some folks aren't rising to the call for you, and yeah, you're gonna clear that up with some communication, and yeah, just let me know who your manager is. I'll speak to corporate. I'll just speak to corporate. Okay, and we're gonna iron this out. You're going to tell me what you're gonna do for all my inconvenience I've received here, is what I feel. So yeah, you're rising to the call here on something. Whatever it is very, very important to you, Gemini. So do what you got to do. All right, but Don't give them too much shadow, Gemini. Don't give them too much shadow, okay? Because you can will that shadow. Keep some balance in there, okay? Keep some light in it too. Keep some light in it too. I know you don't mean to, but it's not even that you mean to. You just do what you have to do, right? Order, I say. So Gemini, the other energy coming towards you is you have Temperance. See what I tell you? This is a major arcana. You have two major arcanas, and both of them are fire energy. So this is, with Temperance, you needing to balance things out. You're trying to balance things out. I feel like there's some things out of balance, some things not coming together as you plan. People aren't keeping their word. Things aren't quite on schedule. You also trying to keep things on schedule, but you definitely are, you're focused on something that's in your control. And the things that are not in your control, this is where you need to have some temperance. You're trying to temper yourself. You're trying to be patient. But not much. Okay. You are trying to figure out the alternatives to balance out what is out of balance. You are trying to keep in balance what's already working. So you go ahead, Gemini. You go ahead. Whatever you're doing, it's going to be something to be proud of, I'm sure. Because that's how you do it. So just, others want to be in alignment with you, not out of line with you, because you got stuff to do. You are working with some passion, some really strong energy here, and you are making moves, Gemini. Yes, you are. So Gemini, pace yourself, okay? All right. Don't deplete yourself. Don't lose your cool, okay? Even in your communication, whatever is frustrating you, or as you need to gain clarity and communicate and get stuff straightened out through your communication, you get more bees with honey, is what I'm hearing. You get more bees with honey, okay? You get more bees with honey. Okay? That is your reading, Gemini. I hope these messages help. Please like, share, and subscribe if these messages resonated. And I thank you, all of you who have subscribed to my channel. And I thank all of you who will. So, thank you for taking the time to spend your time with me. Take care. Bye, Gemini.